we're gonna build the world's gayest drift car. There really is no limit to how gay that I'm allowed to make this. I'm allowed to do whatever I want, full reign. So first things first, he needs a seat time car. This bad boy right here. We need to build this car in Danny fashion. This is a 1990 something Miata. I don't know what year it is. It doesn't really matter. All I know is it's got a 1.8 and pop-up headlights. The pop-up headlights don't function. There's a few things I gotta take care of. This is the perfect starting point for the gayest car in the world. Pick the door up. Lift up on the, okay, man, that's funny. Trying to go too crazy.
What's up? Shout out to everybody. You know, this is my guy, man. He fixed everything. He do everything. He's good with his hands. He's good with his hands.
We're gonna do some preliminary testing, get some before and afters. I want to say it's stock, but it's not stock. It just has like the cats are deleted. It's got some bullshit lowering springs on it. It really feels like shit. I have the tires up to 45 PSI. Mechanically, not too bad. Needs a couple things. We'll get a radiator, a nice set of fans. I'll do a water pump and timing belt. So I think we'll probably just end up running nitrous on this. The most power probably we can add in the shortest amount of time. Literally wiring up and plumbing in a wet kit. Cosmetically, oh, you're gonna be in for a treat. So I can go on for days about previous owner. The fact that I feel like maybe he had the top down under a tree for a year. Dude spent $95 in zip ties to install this underglow kit and then didn't trim the ends. That pisses me off. Lots of broken, stripped out bolts, cross-threaded bolts, wrong bolts. Like they went to the hardware store and bought standard thread bolts and put them where metric's supposed to go. So now we just got to disassemble the car. This man must have had stocks and zip ties. Oh, and then he ran it up through the clutch slave cylinder. We got the pull cage screws holding on the side skirt here. I don't know, I think this side skirt's from an FRS. But we'll get all this off here. We'll get the body kit on here after we get the mechanical part of everything done. The maintenance and performance needs to be done, and then we'll move on to cosmetics. Walking on sunshine, whoa. They said they had the engine out of it to reseal everything and go through it all and make it nice. And all I see is oil leaks. So yeah, we'll have to change the oil. The transmission is slap full of gear oil. So that's bad. Very, very bad. Bad. Very bad. So we got our KBD body kit in for the Miata. And the cool thing about this is a bumper. I don't know, one of these is front, one of these is rear, but it ships in the smallest, littlest box. I think I threw the box away, but the box is really small, saves like $800 on freight. The downside of this is that there's 30,000 layers of saran wrap. So this is the bumper. Now we're gonna set this thing out in the sun. Supposedly, it comes back to, it like has like a memory, and it'll come right back to its original shape. Okay, dude. Motherfucker. I feel like we should put this thing in an oven. So the side skirts came in all wrapped up like that, and then I put a heat gun to it, and now I have side skirts. And the side skirts are now a functioning piece. You can see how like durable the shit is. I figured if we get Danny something durable, it's just like one less thing for me to fix. Shout out to Adam LZ Drift HQ. They sent us a bunch of parts for this. They sent us the slider die angle kit. BC Racing sent us a coilover kit. It seems fancy, but it's definitely not. And it's gonna be Danny's first time drifting, so he doesn't need anything crazy. So there's like a pretty good tip when you're installing stuff like this, like front suspension, steering stuff like that. And you wanna kinda get the camber in the right area before you take it to get in alignment. So at least it's like kinda close. Make sure that both sides are off. You know, both sides are off the ground, wheels off on both sides. You can go to your measuring tool and go to level for their iPhone. So right now we're at like +1 degree, and we're at -6 on the other side, so we can fit it. And then that's 6, so we'll just lock it down right here. Now we know both sides are at least -6 with the suspension dropped, and then it'll be pretty close. And you can lock it down, and at least you know it's even, and then you can take it to get your alignment done. So we got 15x8s. It's a squared setup, so it'll be 15x8 all the way around. It's kind of an in-the-box build, but outside of the box for me, because I'm used to building, you know, more of a competitive maybe style drift car. But I'm not a fan of low power drifting, but if you're new to it, I respect it and I encourage it. Like I said, if anybody wants to get into drifting, I encourage you to just buy a car, weld the differential, get a set of coilovers. You don't need a handbrake. You don't need all, I mean, you can use your factory handbrake. You don't need an aftermarket handbrake. A steering wheel and a seat if you really, you know, want to ball out, and just go and practice and just get seat time. Seat time is key. If you don't have seat time, you're not going to do shit. So we 3D printed the center dash trim. We'll put our switches right here. We got a window switch for nitrous. So the only thing left to do is to do the door cards, flock, and install the dash. And then the interior is done. Previous owner of this vehicle installed a Fanatec steering wheel. If you don't know what Fanatec is, it's basically video game stuff. So this steering wheel is supposed to be for a video game, and that's not good. Steering wheels are actually pretty dangerous. So what's even crazier is that this steering wheel was pink or purple, and they wrapped it blue because they didn't want it to say Fanatec, but you can still see Fanatec right here. And it was upside down. See, it was vinyl wrapped. We ended up with this one. That's fucking cute. As far as like performance wise, we have the pink valve cover. I put a clutch in it. Being that the car doesn't make a lot of power, we got about, like, I think it makes 69 horsepower at the wheels. We wanted a little bit more. We didn't want to just be a real boring thing, so we're gonna add a little bit of nitrous to it. We're gonna add a 100 horsepower wet shot of nitrous. From all the people that I've talked to that are Miata owners, they're like a cult. So I kind of chatted with a few of them, and they're all telling me that with the right timing, it should take 100 shot all day long. As far as like any supporting mods, it's really just an intake, an exhaust, and clutch. So performance-wise, it's just super basic too. As far as the interior goes, obviously we've got our shift knob, we got our heart-shaped steering wheel. We just need to gay it up. It's gonna probably be a little bit of a pain to drift with a heart-shaped steering wheel, but it's not the end of the world. The seats, however, I don't know if this was a great idea, getting a light colored pink seat, like a powder pink, because it doesn't matter how clean your fingers are. If you touch it, it's dirty. So we may as well just get white at this point. We're still waiting on a couple parts and we can go ahead and put the dash in and then we can finish up the interior. Right now we need to bring it and get the vinyl work done, which is key. Now that the car's like disgustingly low, I have to jack up the chassis to get the arms out from underneath it. Reason we got the KBD body kit was because we know how hard Danny is on stuff. So we just needed something that's gonna be more durable and for shit like this. Damn it. Where do you want it? This is the hood decal. See,
This one's not labeled. What the frick is wrong with him, bro?
I actually didn't even expect it to be this gay. Like the idea in my head at first was not as gay as this. Bro, just touch it. It's not gay.
Nah, my boy, I ain't touching the shifter and I ain't touching the meat right there.
See,
I ain't
it's
no
not
meat,
gay,
I only
dude.
touch my own.
Dude, what?
I'm about to leave.
I mean, it's not that gay. I mean, it's pretty gay, but like, I've seen people build gayer cars that weren't trying to build gay cars.
Look at the hood.
Is the hood good? Oh, type shit.
We flocked the dash for the Miata. I guess most people flock the dash black, and usually their dash is already black, so you use the black adhesive, and then everything is just wonderful. Everything looks great. But I wanted to flock the dash pink, and we had a black dash. So the first time I tried it, prepped the dash, I repaired some cracks on it, and it looked great until we went to tilt it over a couple days later and get all the extra flock off, and you could see a lot of black still. The black just bled right through the pink. Looked terrible. So we tried it again. This time we tried it with more glue and with white glue. We figured it would give it like a light background. It looked better, but it still wasn't good enough. So instead, I decided to sand everything back down, continue to use the pink, but this time we used pink acrylic spray paint. I'm pretty sure this is mostly what it's gonna look like. I could be able to kind of take off some of the stuff up on top after it's all dry, but like spots like right here, it looks damn good. So we're gonna let this dry and give it a day or so, and then I'll just kind of lightly wipe everything off, get all the excess off of there, and we'll put it back in the Miata, and then we can put the interior together. I mean, it's already pretty dry. I can probably pick some of these bigger chunks out, like that one. It's not bad. The idea, obviously, with flocking is to change the color of your dash and making it anti-glare. We do have a casualty. We're gonna have to touch that up, but this looks super good. So funny. It's only been an hour, but like it's already to the touch dry. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna go ahead and take everything out of here, get everything prepped, and I'll wait actually till tomorrow to install the dash still, just to make sure. I didn't know that flocking was such a dirty, messy experience. Whoa there, buddy. Whoa there, buddy. Contrary to popular belief, this is my first dick shift knob that I've ever made. Heat this up really good. Okay. Okay.
Sounds like one of those cannonballs.
Okay, dude. I just inhaled that. I'm probably gonna get cancer. If it was California, you'd get cancer. Everything gives you cancer in California. That smells so bad, and it tastes. I could taste the toxicity. All right, I'll leave it like this until it dries. This is like really hot, but it's like soft. It feels like a real dick, dude. Ooh, how do you know what a real dick tastes like? Wait, what? If there are any of you girls watching, this right here, this is the thing right here. This thing carries the kids. So mess with this thing a little bit. Just get your little thumb in there. See, this is like the fucking problem here. So putting these seats in is pretty terrible. Not only are they basically white, and even if you breathe on them, no matter how clean I am, they still look dirty, and they still get dirty. So I have a feeling that these seats are going to be disgusting after the first event or so. So we also have like sizing and fitment issues. All right, I have to use my Elsa and Anna blanket. You should make your content more technical. So we're using a 6mm stubby ratchet socket on a 1/4 inch ratchet, and we're going to use that on our. No, we're not going to use that because it still doesn't fit. We cut down an Allen key a little bit so we can do a half a turn at a time. Love to see it. This is just the worst. I wish I could pay somebody to do this. I think what it is that I'm too fat to be working on a Miata. Like, these big old sausage fingers just don't get into the spots that they need to. So my friend Randy made these fancy steering wheel horn delete, pretty slick, and they're super fun, especially for you ADHD people. All these fancy tools that I have, and I'm using this stupid ass thing. Dude, I have to have like autism or something. Like, there's no way that I'm still doing this, right? This thing is sick. It's a fidget spinner, but it also doubles as a steering wheel horn delete. So I think we have the nitrous set all wired up and everything ready to go. I just wired up the window switch and the buttons to arm the nitrous. 3D printed some air vents, so it's kind of cool. Little hearts. Just pop those in. So we'll start with setting it up. Obviously this is a 4-cylinder. You could go through the modes and everything too, but we have a 4-cylinder. So we're gonna do 2L so that we can set up an engage and a disengage RPM window. 3,300. We'll put this to maybe like 3,500, and then 7,000. I don't know exactly. We'll just leave it at 7,000 for now. I'll figure out what the RPM or what the rev limit is. We'll just cut it a couple hundred before that. And this is normally open, normally closed. So our solenoids or our micro switch is normally open. So we'll leave it normally open. And then that should be it. And then when I start it, it should have an RPM signal. All right. So then realistically, if we had the tank full right now, we could just cut that on. We could purge this. And basically nitrous to be engaged anytime within that. Kind of sounds flooded now because it's got extra fuel going into it. What we have on here right now is the nitrous kit is a wet kit. That means it uses fuel and nitrous instead of just nitrous. It's a safer way for like just say you just have like a pretty stock application and you just want to add nitrous to it. That's like the safest, cheapest way to do it without getting into like standalone and all that stuff. And then now pretty much all we have to do with the interior before I can put the seat in is we can mount our Drift HQ handbrake, and it'll go in here something like this and be right here. I think that gives it a pretty good It's kind of out of the way. I think that's pretty good and out of the way. So we just got to get a couple bolts and mount this in, and then we'll just run the lines to the back. But I had a customer come in yesterday and he was like wanting to see the shop because as a lot of people do, for some reason, like old boomers are like, oh, let me check out your shop when I drop my car off here. And he saw this and he was like, he's like trying to take pictures and shit with his phone like this. The last thing we're gonna do before we give the car to Danny is we're gonna dyno it. We're gonna see what the numbers are like. We're gonna do a couple of baseline runs and then we're gonna do a couple of runs with nitrous, and we just wanna make sure that nothing like leans out, everything is smooth, because obviously what's gonna happen is we're gonna give this thing to Danny. Danny's gonna beat the shit out of it and he's gonna blow it up. So we just need to make sure that it's not on our end, it's on his end. The first run's gonna be a baseline run, no nitrous or anything. It's just gonna be basically all stock. And then we'll add a 50 shot and then we'll push it up to 100 shot. Imagine I just start talking shit about Daniel. So today we're using SC&S's dyno because if anybody's gonna blow up a car, it's gonna be Daniel. So, you know, we want to make sure that we have the person who has the least amount of knowledge of what they're doing. That way, when Danny gets it, we know that it's been stress tested.
Look at these gauges.
It's so funny.
Yeah, that's a 4500.
That was 4,500?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it goes way more than that, buddy.
That's probably the issue is it's already lean and now you have nitrous on top of it.
Well, it's a wet kit. So it adds fuel too.
No, I know, but if it can't even keep up with the injectors. All right.
I mean, I could put a fuel pump in it, but even the baseline run was kind of lean without nitrous, without anything. I think we were like 14.4 in that area. So I'm gonna replace this pump with something a little bit better than an AutoBest high performance fuel pump. There's like no information on the internet about this pump except for that it's AutoZone's performance fuel pump.
High performance, sir.
No, it just says performance. It worked great on my daily driver 2002 Civic. Had a couple extra parts I didn't use. So now we got the new fuel pump in. We're gonna do another baseline run to see if we can, I don't know what to do with my hands. We're gonna do another baseline run with the new fuel pump in it and make sure the air fuels are good. If the air fuels are still bad, we're gonna put a fuel pressure gauge on it and we're gonna just see what the fuel pressure is like. But stock system, it really shouldn't be any issues with it unless the pump was failing. You like it?
Yeah.
Would you drive it?
Would I?
Yeah. Did you see the shifter?
Oh, that's what dickheads like that.
So we were having a problem with the window switch. So the window switch for the nitrous is supposed to allow the nitrous only under wide open throttle to come in between a set RPM value and then a higher set RPM value will shut it off. So I think we have it right now set to 3,500 is when it comes in and it shuts off at about 6,900. But the problem we were having is the window switch is smart. So there's 12 volts coming into this solenoid, and then obviously the signal is ground to activate it. Since it's going through the circuit, it's seeing that 12 volts initially, and the window switch is thinking there's a short. So we had to wire in a relay to activate ground. I think we have it all wired right, so I hope. If it catches on fire, then we'll just have to restart. $146.
50 shot's a 50 shot.
Should we put 75 in it? So we picked up 46 horsepower with a 50 shot. Basically, the Miata doesn't make enough power to keep the tires like going in second gear while drifting. Especially if you slow down a little bit, you almost got to like put it in first. But the idea behind the 75 shot is that we just need that extra power to keep the wheels turning in second gear. We'll see what air fuels are on the 75 shot.
Oh my god, way better.
We might just stick a 50. Is you like that better?
Way better.
So we'll just leave it like this then.
12.5. Yeah, it's 12.5 all the way across. That's way better.
I mean, we'll just stick with the 75. There's no need for 100. So the car's done, obviously. That's it. That's it. And then cuts. No, just imagine. This is basically an introduction level car for Danny. So like low power, the usual stuff that you'd put on a drift car to make it reliable and to learn. So, I mean, odds are this engine's getting blown up. The temperature gauge is gonna be pegged. He's not even gonna care. He's just gonna be on the limiter and beating the shit out of it. Over under on when it's gonna blow up. You think same day? Huge thanks to Adam LZ and Drift HQ guys for sending us a bunch of stuff to get this thing going. From and Kansai Wheels and KBD, they chipped in, threw us some stuff. Honestly, without them, we probably wouldn't have done a drift car build. But like I said, this is just the beginning. We're gonna build Danny something a lot cooler and crazier after. We just need to get him comfortable with driving a car. Listen, shout out Randy Noah at floatinghorndeletes.com. If you want one of these, go to his website and grab one. I'll link it in the description. But that shit is funny. And he made one for my car too. He can basically, any image that you give him and he'll make it for you.
Oh, dude, Cybertruck. Oh, shit.
Damn, dude, imagine we had
All
one
right,
of those.
so I was saying I wanted to get a drift car, and Mike does drifting, so he was saying he could build me one. So I was like, we should just make the gayest possible drift car of all time. I'm not too familiar with the car world, but I know if you're in the car community, then you know the Mazda Miata is hands down the gayest car that you could possibly acquire or purchase or find on Marketplace. So Kobe's about to be real fucking jealous. Real jealous.
Kobe's gonna be hard as a rock,
Yeah,
dude.
we got a Miata. Mike built it up. I helped design it, so I haven't seen it in person. I'm excited. So this is a first look. Oh man. Unreal, dude. Dobrik watching this video right now, punching air. Holy crap, dude. Come look at the detail in this thing, dude. Oh my gosh, dude. Look how gay it is, dude. It even says gay right here. Look. It says gay, and it's a spinner, dude. Fidget spinner, dude. Oh my gosh, dude.
You see the gauge cluster? The dicks go up and shit.
That's
as it-
real?
Yeah.
What?
Start it.
Guys, come look at this, dude.
Did it sound like a little kid driving a dirt bike? And it's like,
Like a two-stroke?
it sounded bad.
No, it's fine. That's what it's supposed to sound like. It's a Miata. Look at the headlights.
Oh, they're light up.
Yeah, they're rainbow.
LED.
And then right now the rainbow LED underneath is on too.
Are those-
Kansai gave us the wheels. KBD gave us the body kit.
Shout out those guys.
Shout out those guys.
Who else?
I made those on a 3D printer.
Man, you love that 3D printer.
Dude, I just be making,
Dude, this thing is so gay.
my 3D printer is so full of dicks right now.
Bro, look at this. Look at my drift car. Look at my drift car. It's finally done.
That's the first time I've seen it like driving down the road without me in it. Like somebody else driving it. I think it looks good. That thing's clean. It's funny because it's obnoxious and like absurd, but it still fucks. Waiting on zip ties. The drift guy doesn't bring zip ties. So we're gonna have to start with the basics, obviously. He's never done this before. The Japan stuff wasn't real. That didn't count. So we'll start with some basic donuts in the cul-de-sac, and then we'll switch over to figure eights. But trying to get him to do like second gear. The nitrous won't come in until 3,800 RPM. I need to like make sure that he's got it like floored, you know? Yeah, do figure eights. Oh, that's not good.
That was dope.
That's not good. No, I don't know. It sounds okay. It's not hot.
Honda Fit all over again.
Just fucking send it. Just do like a little bit and then stop. That's not good.
What happened?
I don't know. We're gonna find out. I don't know what that was.
You think we broke it a little?
Seems okay.
Mechanic. How was my drifting? Horrible?
That was pretty good.
Fuck, it's hot, dude. It's hard being a gay drift car driver.
It is. I gotta deal with it every day. I'm worried it's gonna break. And I just don't want to deal with it.
These like, is this considered a race car or no?
Yeah, technically, yeah, it is now. I'm gonna do it.
That would be sick right here, Josh.
Woo! Dude. I thought Mark was gonna move.
Bro, this guy's not even filming. Who is this guy?
Oh my god.
I'm like, bro, film. But it's all right. My filmer's got it, so we can give you.
All right, cool.
Even I almost got hit.
Dude, I thought you were gonna at least back up.
Bro, let me go hard. I want to go hard.
Go.
Like that. You guys better stand back though.
You probably have to be in first for some of this.
So drive and then.
So like handbrake and then like.
Hit this corner like you did. That's a cool shot.
Yeah, how do I do that?
So I was in second and then you dump the like fucking rev it way up as like almost at the rev
Drive
limiter.
normal speed second.
Drive
and
normal.
Clutch and then.
But I'm also like turning, just like throwing my weight into it too. Yeah, it's
Better shot be on the right or left side.
too fast. Okay. Oh, fucking K. Fuck yeah. That was.
I'm a drifter.
Well,
Gay drifter. I identify as a gay drift car racer.
yeah, you got a flat.
Ah, damn it. The wheel fell out. I think I heard it.
The tire's done.
Oh, no, that's my drift tire. That one's fine.
Hold on. Nah.
Probably just overheating.
So it needs a radiator.
Oh, it actually does?
It's cracked.
Joke I always made.
The radiator's cracked. Just
All right,
be
guys,
careful. It's
so
hot.
A lot of you I know
Dude,
don't know much.
it just explodes.
Hot?
No, this is
Good.
hot. Yeah, I could.
A lot of you guys don't know about cars.
Look at it.
Apparently we do. So if you look, see that alternator's fucked. It needs a brand new alternator. Radiator cracked. Needs a new radiator.
Okay, dude. Don't pee on it, dude. Come on.
Don't do it.
Don't do it. Don't do it. It's gonna smell so bad. It's gonna smell so bad forever.
Yeah, it'll crack. Yeah.
Yeah, it could. Yeah, when you cool it down.
The cold pee with the...
Well, no, my pee's warm.
Here, I'll just do this. What are we talking about? Talking about Danny pissing on the car, and I'm the one that has to work on it.
Yeah, you should have Ryan film it. Yeah, thanks again, man, for real.
Yes.
Let me hang on the back, or is that bad for it?
Uh,
Dude, you should drift while I'm like this, dude. You know what I mean? I feel like I feel secure.
that's sketchy. That's some takeover shit.
Yeah, I'm a takeover type of guy.
True.
Whoa, don't scrape it, don't scrape it, don't scrape it. Whoa, don't scrape it, don't scrape it, don't scrape it. That's good, stop. Shout out Mike.
And not to forget, Mr. Man himself, Mike Massey. You got to visit his shop. He does pretty much anything. He's like the best mechanic, custom automotive, whatever you can think of. I can't think of the terms, so that's all right. But if you need anything car related, dude is the top notch. He's a beast. You probably see a lot of his videos. Definitely be checking him out. Follow him, subscribe. Every single social media outlet. I think he's even on Grind to Mr. Mike.
Don't forget to follow me on Grindr.